if the combination of the any nitrogenous base, if it is attaching to the ribose type of sugar, then they will be considering that thing as a nucleoside. To that nucleoside, if the phosphate groups are coming and attaching to the thing, that will be called as a nucleotide. We have to give you the clear concept regarding that. And we have also said this thing that nitrogenous bases can be divided into two, that is purine and the pyrimidines. Purines are of two types, that is adenine and guanine. Whereas pyrimidines are of three types, that is cytosine. I have given you the clear picture concept regarding that. Today we will be seeing a salvage pathway. It is a very monostep pathway which is responsible for converting the adenine, guanine and hypoxanthine to the adenine monophosphate, guanine monophosphate and inosine monophosphate. As well as in the previous classes I have also said to you regarding this thing, ribose 5-phosphate, by following up the 11th step, it will having the capacity to turn that thing into the inosine monophosphate. And inosine monophosphate will be considering as a parent nucleotide. I have said to you this thing. The flow chart in the previous class I have given to you. Okay. So now the salvage pathway is responsible for converting the adenine into the adenine monophosphate. Okay, it is responsible. Guanine, it is responsible to turn into guanosine monophosphate. Now hypoxanthine to the inosine monophosphate. Inosine monophosphate will be regarding as a parent nucleotide, from where the guanine and adenine will going to take place. Previous class में बताया आपको ये कॉन्सेप्ट, ठीक है. Now the turning the thing adenine to the adenomonophosphate. अब ये जो salvage pathway है ये आपका help करता to understanding the concept of gout and the primary and secondary. That's the reason I am saying to you. ठीक है. If you know only about the gout, then it is okay. But if you know about the this genetical defects of the gout, then it is super okay. Okay. So if you know regarding, if you don't want to know that salvage pathway and other thing, you can leave it. But if you want to know what is the genetical cause behind that, then you need to know about the salvage pathway. ठीक है. Now the adenine, when it is converting into the adenosine monophosphate, the enzyme which is responsible is the adenine phosphoribosyl transferase. So these adenine will be consistent with the nitrogenous base. So nitrogenous base, if they want to turn up into the nucleotide, they need to have the ribose sugar along with the phosphate. That ribose sugar is going to be donated with the adenine phosphoribosyl transferase, and the phosphate is going to get from the PRPP, that is phosphoribosyl diphosphate, is going to donate the phosphate group. So that thing molecule is going to convert it into the adenine monophosphate. ठीक हो गई बात. Second thing, guanine monophosphate. Why they are going to convert it into the guanine? Guanine is a nitrogenous base that we need to convert into the guanosine monophosphate. The enzyme which is responsible for that is the HGRPT. That is the full form for that is ठीक है. आप HGRPT को तो देखिए आप, ठीक है. So that hypoguanine वो ऐसा वाला एंजाइम. So enzyme which is responsible to turn up the guanine into the guanine monophosphate, it is the HGRPT, as well as the hypoxanthine, which is a product which is coming from the ribose 5-phosphate. Then it is going to convert into the inosine. That product pathway, it is going to convert it into the hypoxanthine, is going to convert it into the inosine monophosphate. The enzyme which is responsible for that is HGRPT. And same the PRPP is donating the phosphate groups to that thing. एक सिंपल महीने में अगर बताया जाए आपको, तो in the previous class I have also said to you that if any kind of nitrogenous basis is there, it can be anything. It can be adenine, it can be guanine. So these nitrogenous base, if it is attaching to the ribose sugar along with the phosphate group, then this particular molecule will be going to considering as a nucleotide. ठीक है? If only the sugar is attaching, then it is called as a nucleoside. To that, if it is attaching the phosphate group, then it will be considering as a nucleotide. ठीक है? How that attachment is taking place, that it has been given in a short way. Now, in the previous class, we have been seeing the purine. What are the purines and what are the pyrimidics? So, in the today we will be discussing about the purine nucleotide degradation. Purine nucleotide degradation. There are all metabolic activities which is happening inside your body. Slow now. All metabolic activities which is happening inside your body. That any kind of metabolic activity, it is responsible for producing the energies inside your body, as well as that metabolic activity also lead to the formation of end product in form of the urea, in form of the creatinine. End product will be called as a waste product. It need to get eliminated from your body. ठीक है? Exceptions are there. There are exceptions where the end product sometimes will give you a little bit kind of things, but apart from that, this end product needs to get eliminated from your body. I have excluded the structures in order to make the lecture in a very simple manner. Now, you are going to see to the board. Now, this AMP can be converted into the IMP in the presence of the enzyme adenosine deaminase. That means amine group from this AMP is going to get loose. So, in order to respond that, the product is going to get formed as the IMP. AMP IMP में कन्वर्ट होता, ये जनरली आपके बॉडी में मैकेनिज्म ऐसा फ्लो होता, जो एंड प्रोडक्ट यूरिक एसिड बनता. ठीक है? आपकी बॉडी में अबंडेंट क्वांटिटी में ATPs रहते, GDPs रहते, देयर आर एनर्जी सोर्सेस. आफ्टर कंप्लीटिंग देयर लाइफ साइकिल, नाउ दे नीड टू, जो चीज आपके दुनिया में आई वो जाना तो है, तो द एंड प्रोडक्ट व्हिच इज गेटिंग फॉर्म इन दैट, इट इज द यूरिक एसिड. So after completing the cycle, ADP, it is going to convert it into ADP, फिर AMP, adenosine monophosphate. Now these adenosine monophosphate can directly convert into the inosine monophosphate in the presence of enzyme adenosine deaminase. Here the water molecule is coming and the amine group is getting lost. So in order to respond that, structurally changes is happening. So this adenine monophosphate is going to convert it into the inosine monophosphate. Point 1. Or else this adenine monophosphate can lose its phosphate group and turn into the adenosine, which can be considered as nucleoside. If adenosine monophosphate molecule is there, if I am deleting the phosphate group from there, so it can be considered as nucleoside. That is adenosine. ठीक है? आपको सिंपल अभी बताया ना मैं आपको, अगर नाइट्रोजनस बेस है, along with that if sugar molecule is attaching, to that if phosphate is attaching, then three structures will be called as a nucleotide. Here you can delete the one structure, then it will be considered as a nucleoside. There are two type of things it is happening. Either the AMP, adenosine monophosphate, can turn up into the inosine monophosphate in the presence of enzyme adenosine deaminase, or it can release one phosphate group from here, so it can be turned up into the adenosine. From the nucleotide, it is getting converted into the nucleoside. ये मैकेनिज्म आपकी बॉडी में होता, ठीक है? While it is getting removed from here to here, see, from the nucleotide, if it is converting into the nucleoside, then it need to go left, so it need to eliminate one phosphate group from there. Then only it will be going to consider differentiation between the nucleotide and nucleoside. It is the only differentiation, phosphate, not phosphate. So it can be moved in the two direction. Either it can go in the formation of adenosine monophosphate can directly turn up structurally by releasing the deamination process. It can turn up into the molecule called inosine monophosphate, or it can be turned up into the adenosine, which can be considered as nucleoside, because we are removing one phosphate group from there. Then if it is moving in direction, then it need to go now. Adenosine monophosphate, here inosine monophosphate, still the phosphate is there. So these inosine monophosphate can turn up into the inosine. That means it is also turning up into the molecule of nucleoside by losing the one phosphate group. अगर ये स्ट्रक्चर ये मत देखिए, adenosine monophosphate inosine monophosphate में कन्वर्ट हुआ, these two are nucleotides. Structurally, it is losing one amino group. Apart from that, if any inosine monophosphate going to convert into the inosine, that is what it is. Inosine. It is a nucleoside. Now, in the presence of enzyme called nucleotidase, it is responsible to release the phosphate groups from them. Nucleotidase. Okay, and turning the nucleotide into the nucleoside. ठीक है, इट वॉज वेरी इजी, बहुत इजी है भाई। अगर न्यूक्लियोटाइड्स में से अगर फॉस्फेट निकाल दिया जाएगा तो उसको बोलेंगे आप न्यूक्लियोसाइड। जो एंजाइम फॉस्फेट ग्रुप को निकाल रहा है उसका नाम है न्यूक्लियोटाइडेज।
फॉस्फेट को निकाला
एंजाइम कैसा निकाल ठीक हो गई बात। So A and P can directly turn up into the IMP. Later on, it can be formed in the inosine. Point 1. Or else adenosine monophosphate can turn up into the adenosine. Then it can be turned up into the inosine in the presence of same type of enzyme. Adenosine deaminase, adenosine deaminase. If it is moving in this direction, then the enzyme which is responsible for that it is a nucleotidase. Parallelly, guanosine monophosphate. It's also going to turn up into the molecule with the help of the enzyme nucleotidase directly into the guanosine. It can't be turned up into the inosine monophosphate. Why? Because structurally they are going to get differ. Yes, I am agreeing that while they are emerging, they emerge from the inosine monophosphate. But while they are undergoing the degradation, that adenosine and the inosine will degrade together. Guanosine later on they will jump into the cycle. ये बात आप समझिए, ठीक है? It was very simple. Now, if this guanosine need to get eliminate one phosphate group, they need to have the nucleotidase, so that this guanosine monophosphate, which is a nucleotide, can be turned up into the nucleoside. What is it? Very easy. ठीक है? Now, the inosine which is there, it's going to having, if I am talking about the nucleoside, then I must be talking about the nitrogenous base and the sugar molecule. If I am talking about the sugar, what type of sugar I must be talking about? Ribose type of sugar. Two products are there. Now with the help of enzyme purine nucleotide phosphorylase, due to the presence of inorganic phosphate, ये phosphate अलग है, ये phosphate अलग है, inorganic phosphate, it's going to lose the molecule called ribose 1 phosphate. That means you are kicking out the ribose molecule from the structure. So while they are kicking out the ribose molecule from the structure, there are certain structurally changes are getting happening over there, that is leading to the inosine to convert into the hypoxanthine in the presence of enzyme purine nucleotide phosphorylase. बहुत easy mechanism. It is a very simple concept. Okay, still the guanosine has not entered into the cycle. हर एक एंजाइम की इंपॉर्टेंस है, बता खाली आप थोड़ा फॉलो करो बस, ठीक है? Now the hypoxanthine which has been formed due to the removal of ribose 1 phosphate, that in response to that the product has been formed structurally changed, that will be called as a hypoxanthine. Now this hypoxanthine will going to lose one oxygen molecule from this structure, and the water molecule come and going to take this oxygen molecule and turned up into the H2O2, that will be called as a hydrogen peroxide, which will also called as a free radical inside your body. Free radical. What I am saying to you, hypoxanthine, from the hypoxanthine one oxygen molecule will going to come out, and from the environment they going to take the water. In response to that, they are going to form the molecule called H2O2. Two oxygen molecules, two oxygen, two hydrogen, two hydrogen. That is leading to the formation of hydrogen peroxide in the presence of enzyme xanthine oxidase. Now, this xanthine oxidase molecule, it is a very notorious molecule. Still, we want to turn up the molecule into the xanthine. Now, these xanthine, after in the presence of this hypoxanthine, can be turned up into the molecule called xanthine, and in the presence of the enzyme xanthine oxidase. Now, these guanosine, it is the responsible for, it is the product which has been came from the guanosine monophosphate. It loses one phosphate group and they have been formed the guanosine. It can directly jump into the cycle and they can form the xanthine by removing the amino group. जबकि आइनोसिन के लिए the mediator was hypoxanthine. Structurally the changes is happening here. Inosine candidate should first need to have turned up into the hypoxanthine, then they need to turn into the molecule called xanthine. Structurally the changes is happening. You can see that you are removing more oxygen molecule, but the xanthine molecule, if you are going to remove the guanosine NH3, then they are going to form the molecule called xanthine. Okay, देखिए दो टाइप की चीजें हो रही हैं यहाँ पे, एक एडिनोसाइन का डिग्रेडेशन हो रहा, एक गुआनासाइन का डिग्रेडेशन हो रहा। एडिनोसाइन का अगर डिग्रेडेशन हो रहा तो एडिनोसाइन पहले उसको किस में कन्वर्ट होना पड़ता, आइनोसिन में। आइनोसिन किस में कन्वर्ट होना पड़ता, हाइपोक्सांथाइन में। जब उन लोग कन्वर्ट होते रहते, कुछ स्ट्रक्चर्स उन लोगों में से निकलते रहते, जिसकी वजह से स्ट्रक्चरली चेंजेस होते रहते। नाउ दिस हाइपोक्सांथाइन इट्स लूजिंग वन मोर ऑक्सीजन मॉलिक्यूल, तो क्या बन जाता है, xanthine। जबकि यहाँ पर guanosine अगर सिर्फ अमाइनो ग्रुप उन लोगों के स्ट्रक्चर्स में से निकाले तो उन्हें सेम xanthine के जैसा, ठीक हो गई बात। नाउ दिस xanthine, again this xanthine oxidase molecule, oxidase but itself representing removal of oxygen molecule from there, oxidizing. So these oxygen molecule will work on that xanthine oxidase and turn that product into the final end product called uric acid. So we can say that the purine, when it is undergo the degradation product, at the end result they are going to get the molecule called uric acid. बहुत सिंपल है भाई। एडिनाइन टर्न अप किसमें होता है, आइनोसाइन। आइनोसाइन किसमें कन्वर्ट होता है, हाइपोक्सांथाइन। हाइपोक्सांथाइन xanthine, xanthine uric acid। पैरेलली guanosine monophosphate, guanosine इसके अंदर एक कंसिस्टेंसी है, डायरेक्टली कैन टर्न अप इनटू द guanine by removing the sugar molecule. Now this guanine direct xanthine में कन्वर्ट हो सकता, एक ही स्टेप इन्हें नहीं कन्वर्ट होता, that is hypoxanthine। बाकी पूरी साइकिल सेम है, पूरा स्ट्रक्चर सेम है। If you are going to closely look to the structure, then it will be very similar. Okay, now आप ये एंजाइम ये क्या need to get the number, xanthine oxidase। ठीक है, whenever you are taking a high protein diet also, there will be the formation of amino acids inside your body. If the amino acids will be there will be the formation of the purines in them, because the nitrogenous bases, purine and pyrimidines, the nitrogenous bases, they are going to take from the amino acids itself. From where they are going to get? Aminos are rich in the nitrogenous bases, isn't it? So they are going to take from that thing. So overeating and other things can lead to the overproduction of uric acid inside your body. ठीक है, have you gone through this cycle? अगर आपको कॉम्प्लिकेटेड दिख रही तो आप बहुत इजी वे में समझिए भाई, कुछ भी नहीं हो रहा। एडिनोसिन मोनोफॉस्फेट आइनोसिन मोनोफॉस्फेट में कन्वर्ट हो रहा, आइनोसिन मोनोफॉस्फेट आइनोसिन में कन्वर्ट हो रहा। जो बच्चों को न्यूक्लियोटाइड और न्यूक्लियोसाइड का कॉन्सेप्ट मालूम है उनके लिए बहुत इजी है। Only you are removing that phosphate group and turning that molecule into nucleoside. Now nucleoside, it is the nitrogenous base plus sugar. Now you need to remove the sugar. You are removing that sugar. In order to respond, you are getting the product called hypoxanthine. Hypoxanthine are more treating with the xanthine oxidase, that will be called as xanthine. Now xanthine can be converted to the end product, the base product of this purine metabolism, that is an uric acid. ठीक है। Now the normal uric acid serum level is about 3 to 7 milligrams per deciliter inside your body, and the excretion is about 500 to 700 grams per body, milligrams per deciliter. Nearly आपके अंदर daily your urine will undergoing the degradation and there are a lot of uric acids are getting formed inside your body. ठीक है, even though parallelly it is getting eliminated from your body. Remember my dear, end products हमेशा आपकी बॉडी में बनते रहते हैं, end products हमेशा आपकी बॉडी में बनते रहते हैं, in the form of the urea, in form of the creatinine, in form of the uric acid, ठीक है, but कोई end products को need to get dump it somewhere or need to get eliminated from your body. Two channels हो सकते हैं आपके बॉडी के अंदर, either it need to get dumped somewhere or it need to get eliminated from your body. If dumping और elimination नहीं हुआ तभी से आपको diseases होते हैं, आपकी बॉडी के अंदर से वो निकल रहा भी नहीं, वो कहीं जाके फिट भी नहीं हो रहा, then only you are going to suffer from the diseases. Otherwise, if your mechanism is perfectly normal, then you are not going to suffer from the any kind of diseases regarding the metabolic disorders. ठीक है? Now, the term uric acid levels is about 3 to 7 milligrams per deciliter in blood and 500 to 700 milligrams per deciliter in urine. Excretion is happening through the urine, isn't it? Now, hyperuremia and the gout. It is a clinical condition where the overproduction of uric acid is happening inside your body. There is an overproduction of uric acid inside your body. Now, if the over uric acid production, then it will be going to continuously. If the uric acid is producing more inside your body, then they lead to a clinical condition called gout. What is happening in the gout? Gout can be considered as an overproduction of the uric acid. Now, these gouts, you should be seeing on the board here. These gouts, GOU, that means increased level of the uric acid. Uric acid can turn up into the more soluble form, and they are going to make a product called sodium urates. URATES, sodium urates. Sodium urates. Generally, the uric acid will be insoluble in the form. If the देखिए कोई भी चीज अगर soluble form में रही, if it is in the soluble form, that means that it can mix up into the blood and it can reach to any part of your body. कोई चीज अगर soluble है तो उन्हें blood के अंदर mix up होकर कहीं भी जा सकती है आपकी बॉडी के अंदर, ठीक है? तो uric acid एक insoluble form में है, लेकिन it can turn up into the molecule called sodium urates. And when the uric acid is going to turn up into the molecule sodium urates, now that molecule will be considering as a soluble form. Now that sodium urates can go and deposit into your soft tissue, especially in cases of joints. अगर आपके joints के अंदर sodium urates भरना शुरू हो गए, sodium urates अगर joints के अंदर, generally at the periphery region, phalanges में, ठीक है? If the joints is getting filled up with the sodium urate crystals, if I am talking about the sodium urate crystals, I mean to talk about the uric acid crystals. ठीक है? Sodium urate crystals, I mean to talk about the uric acid crystals. Now, that uric acid crystal, if they are getting deposited inside your joint, then it will lead to the arthritis, pains in the joint. There will be a lot of pains in the joints. ठीक है? Gouty arthritis. It is happening due to the uric acid. Arthritis can be happen due to many things. Many things can lead to the arthritis. Calcium deficiency can lead to the arthritis. Malnutrition can also lead to the arthritis and other things. But it is happening due to the gout. If I am talking about the gout, I must be talking about the overproduction of the uric acid inside your body. ठीक है? That is leading the uric acid molecule to turn up into the sodium urates, and they can go and deposit inside your joints and leading to the painful movements of your joints. Painful movement of your joints. Point 1. Point 2. If the overproduction of uric acids are happening inside your body, and that uric acid has turned up into the sodium urate molecule, it need to get eliminated from your body. For the elimination, it need to go to the kidney. But due to the uric acid is a larger molecule, it can't eliminate it through your urine. It will start getting deposited and form the renal calculi, that is renal stone. ठीक है? सोडियम यूरेट, इसीलिए जिसके अंदर यूरिक एसिड फॉर्मेशन अगर ज्यादा बढ़ गया आपके बॉडी के अंदर, तो सीयूई में आपको यूरेट टाइप के क्रिस्टल्स देखने को मिलते हैं. पढ़े नहीं पढ़ा, ठीक है? gout. We will talking about. I was talking about the gout. Now this gout can be divided into two. That is primary type of gout and secondary type of gout. A gout, if I am talking about the gout, I must be talking about overproduction of uric acid. Overproduction of uric acid आपकी बॉडी के अंदर दो तरीके से हो सकता है. दो तरीके से होंगे. There are two types of way which is due to the overproduction of the uric acid inside your body. It can be the primary gout or it can be the secondary gout. Now the primary gout it will be considering as inborn errors. Inborn errors. Inborn पैदाइशी थोड़े लोगों को डिफेक्ट्स रहते हैं. ठीक है, इनबॉर्न एरर्स पैदाइशी थोड़े लोगों को ना. व्हाई द ऐसे लोगों को क्यों डिफेक्ट्स होते हैं? इफ अगर आपकी बॉडी के अंदर you should be seeing if in your body if PRPP concentration, अभी salvage path का importance देखिए. If PRPP concentration will be going to get increase inside your body, if PRPP concentration has got accidentally, जनरली क्या होता है ये क्रोमोसोमल डिफेक्ट्स रहते हैं. ठीक है, अगर PRPP का concentration आपकी बॉडी के अंदर हद से ज्यादा बढ़ना शुरू हो गया, generally PRPP is the negative feedback mechanism. What do you mean by the negative feedback mechanism?
रिवर्स मतलब स्टॉप करना.
हाँ, स्टॉप करना. जब का आपकी बॉडी के अंदर थोड़े से मैकेनिज्म रहते जो नेगेटिव फीडबैक मैकेनिज्म्स होते हैं. क्यों बोलते हैं मालूम इसको नेगेटिव फीडबैक? Why it will be pointing as a negative feedback mechanism? When the product has been formed to the enzymatic activity. Now that product already has been formed. For an example, glucose has turned up into the glucose 6-phosphate. Now your body is saying that we are having too much of glucose 6-phosphate. We don't want the glucose 6-phosphate more inside your body. Now the glucose 6-phosphate will turn the signal to the glucose, not to turn the more glucose into the glucose 6-phosphate. That means that product which has been formed due to the enzymatic activity, it is inhibiting the initial product of your body. समझ में बात है आपको? बहुत इजी है. देखिए अगर आपकी बॉडी के अंदर लगातार ऐसा मैकेनिज्म रखिए कि अगर आपकी बॉडी के अंदर ओवर प्रोडक्शन की कोई चीज होने के चांसेस है, तो जो प्रोडक्ट फॉर्म हुआ ना उन्हें जाके बोलता रोक दो, हमारी बॉडी को जरूरत नहीं है. तो these PRPP when they are converting that adenine into the adenosine monophosphate, the adenosine monophosphate will tell your body to stop the production of AMP. We don't want the AMP to get there. We don't want the AMP to get there. So what is happening? Due to the genetic defect, your PRPP levels will be going to get increase inside your body. If PRP levels will going to get increase inside your body, that means you need to utilize more amino acids. If more amino acids are getting formed, the AMP, GMP, the cycle, and the end uric acid will going to get. अगर किसी के जेनेटिक्स में PRPP की कंसंट्रेशन बढ़ गई, अगर PRP की कंसंट्रेशन बढ़ गई, तो PRPP को कहीं ना कहीं तो डंप करना पड़ेगा आपको. If it is not getting dumped somewhere or other way, started working on your proteins and trying to get out the nitrogenous bases from there and leading to the unnecessary elevation of uric acid inside your body. ठीक है कोई बात. सेकंड थिंग, HGPRT लेवल्स. HGPRT लेवल्स में क्या होता था? HGPRT लेवल्स में ये guanine should be converted into guanosine monophosphate. Now PRP is normal and they are donating there very well, but HGPRT levels are very low. Now the guanine only has been left out. You can see that these guanine can be produced the hypoxanthine unnecessarily leading to the uric acid. हो सकता है ऐसा. अगर guanine, if guanine is there, if it is not bonded with the phosphate and not turned up into the energy molecule, due to the deficiency, अगर HGRPT नहीं रहेगा, how their guanine can convert into the guanosine monophosphate? If they are not going to convert into the guanosine monophosphate, now this guanine can directly into the xanthine and leading to the uric acid. Why it is happening? Due to the genetical defect. अगर नहीं हुआ, अगर IMP में नहीं कन्वर्ट हुआ, अगर कहीं यूटिलाइज नहीं कर रही आपकी बॉडी और ये बहुत डिफेक्ट हो गया भाई, बहुत लो हो गया आपकी बॉडी के अंदर, तो ये guanine फ्रीली मूविंग मॉलिक्यूल है और नाइट्रोजनस बेसिस अगर फ्रीली मूविंग रहेंगे तो यूरिक एसिड के बहुत चांसेस है आपकी बॉडी में बढ़ जाने. तो these guanine and hypoxanthine and adenine are freely moving molecules अगर रहे तो it can lead to the formation of nucleic acid. So थोड़े genetical defects रहते हैं ऐसे. It is an inborn mechanism where the HGRPT levels, this is an enzyme, it is the low levels you are going to see Due to that, you will able to see the increased concentration of uric acid inside your body. So those kind of symptoms can be called that type of diseases which is happening due to the low level of HGRPT will be called as a Leishman syndromes.
लेशमैन
syndromes.
स्पेलिंग क्या सर उसका?
LESCHNYHAN. Leishman syndrome. LESCHNYHAN.
एस्निया.
Why it is happening? Due to the low levels of the HGRPT levels inside your body, which is leading to the uric acid formation. ठीक है? Now there is a term called G6PD deficiency, glucose 6-phosphate dehydrogenase deficiency. If the glucose 6-phosphate levels will be going to get low, your glucose molecules will lump into the hexose monophosphate shunt, which is leading to the ribose 5-phosphate production inside your body. अगर आपकी बॉडी के अंदर G6-phosphate की कमी हो, G6PD की कमी हो गई, तो आपकी बॉडी क्या बनाना शुरू कर दी? Ribose 5-phosphate sugars. Ribose 5-phosphate sugar can turn up the molecule into inosine monophosphate. Previous class में बोला, ribose 5-phosphate will be having the levels 11-step channel through which is going to make the product called inosine, from where the adenine and guanine will going to take place. If adenine guanine is going to get placed, they need to undergo the degradation and leading to the formation of the uric acid inside your body. So G6PD deficiency also leading to that. So in the primary gout, that is an inborn metabolism defects, so it is going to divide it into PRPT, the high levels of the PRPT. Second thing is the HGRPT, low levels of that thing. They have already given the name, the term is the Leishman syndrome. This is leading to the HGRPT levels going to get low. So this guanine and hypoxanthine can directly turn up into the molecule of uric acid. ठीक है, in spite of working for the positive mechanism, आपको मालूम है ATP, ADP, GDPs कितने important है आपकी body के लिए life cycle regulate करने के लिए. But in spite of moving that direction, if they are directly converting it to the xanthine and they are going to transforming the uric acid, in spite of having the positive feedback, it is giving a negative feedback if properly not treated. So chromosomes में बच्चों के बाद ये enzyme absent रहता, तो ये genetical defects है. ठीक है. Secondary, it is not due to the genetical defects. No, not due to the genetical defect. Here there are various diseases are there which is responsible for the secondary disease, secondary type of thing. That means there will be the production of uric acid level inside your body and excretion will be low. अगर कोई यूरिक एसिड आपके बॉडी में बन रहा बराबर लेकिन एक्सक्रीट बराबर नहीं हो रहा, तो कहाँ से यूरिक एसिड विल बी देयर इन द सर्कुलेशन. ठीक है. Why in which condition you are going to see that will be found as a cancers, traumas and the starvation. दुखड़ता. किरण की आदत के नहीं बोलना. ठीक है. In that case, as well as overeating food. Overeating food also lead to the production of overeating food can also lead to the overproduction of the uric acid inside your body, especially if you are taking the fish meat and the meat. That also lead to the formation because that can undergo the degradation and leading to the production of amino acids, from where you can get the nitrogenous bases and you are going to get the uric acid in turn. ठीक है? You must be going through. Now there is a term this drug called allopurinol. It is a drug of choice in order to treating the uric acid levels inside your body. अगर आपको uric acid levels आपकी बॉडी के अंदर ठीक करना है तो एक ड्रग आता है, उसका नाम है allopurinol. Now this allopurinol क्या करता है? It will going to inhibit the activity of the xanthine oxidase and not letting them turn up into the molecule called uric acid. Allopurinol किसी को दिया अगर आप, if you have given the drug allopurinol to anybody, so what it will going to do, it will going to inhibit the activity of xanthine oxidase. अगर xanthine oxidase की अगर activity आप रोक दिए, so there will be the less formation of the uric acid inside your body. So it will be acting as a competitive inhibition, so that the uric acid should not going to get more produced inside your body. ठीक है बात? ओके? Now, this was about the NPN and other things metabolism. I'll be starting a new chapter. बहुत easy है.